Hey everyone, have you ever had those mornings where you wake up feeling a bit off? Maybe a little lightheaded, or just not quite yourself? If you're over 60, it's easy to brush those moments aside. But I'm here to tell you, don't. For many of us, stroke isn't a sudden dramatic event. It often whispers with subtle signs that we might easily dismiss until one day our body rebels, speech slurs, a limb feels weak, or memory falters. My goal today isn't to scare you, but to empower you with knowledge that can safeguard your brain, your independence, and your future. Many strokes aren't random. They're the cumulative result of seemingly harmless morning routines we repeat every single day. These habits might feel normal, even healthy, but they could be silently impacting your brain's circulation. The good news? Just a few minor adjustments can dramatically slash your risk. In this video, we'll uncover 7 common morning mistakes many seniors make without realizing it. More importantly, we'll dive into actionable steps you can take to keep your brain sharp and protected. If anything in this video resonates with you or reminds you of something you've experienced, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story could truly help someone else. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button for Senior Life Fitness. We're building a supportive community where we can all learn and thrive together. Let's kick things off with the first morning habit that might be putting quiet pressure on your brain. When you wake up, do you immediately leap out of bed? It feels natural, right? The day's beginning, and you want to get moving. But here's a crucial point many seniors miss. Standing up too quickly after waking can silently put your brain at risk. Think about it. After hours of sleep, your body is in a relaxed, low-pressure state. Blood flow slows, especially to your brain. When you suddenly go from lying down to standing, your blood pressure can plummet. This is called orthostatic hypotension, and it's far more common and dangerous than most people realize. You might feel a little lightheaded, unsteady, or even like you're about to faint. That brief moment might seem insignificant, but it's your brain signaling a lack of oxygen. For those with aging blood vessels or compromised circulation, this sudden shift could trigger a mini-stroke, or worse, a full-blown stroke. The solution is incredibly simple, and it takes less than 2 minutes. When you first open your eyes, resist the urge to rush. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Gently stretch your hands and feet. Slowly sit up, then pause for a moment with your feet on the floor. Let your body adjust. Let your brain catch up. If you've ever experienced morning dizziness or felt your balance was off, it wasn't just old age. It was your body trying to warn you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever felt dizzy or faint when standing up in the morning? Sharing your experience might help someone else understand what they're feeling. Taking just a minute or two to wake up gently can protect your brain for years to come. It's not about being slow, it's about being smart. Can I share a small but incredibly powerful habit that many people over 60 often overlook, even though it could shield their brain for years? It's simply this. Drink a glass of water first thing in the morning. I know it sounds almost too simple, but hear me out. When you sleep for 7 or 8 hours, your body loses fluids through breathing and perspiration. You're not drinking anything, so by the time you wake up, you're already slightly dehydrated. And your brain, which is about 75% water, feels it more than any other part of your body. Now imagine starting your day with thickened blood, reduced circulation, and rising blood pressure all before breakfast. That's exactly what happens when you skip that morning glass of water. For seniors, it's even more critical, as dehydration has been linked to a higher risk of stroke, memory issues, and slower reaction times. What's more, if you're on medications like diuretics, which many older adults take for blood pressure or heart conditions, your body is losing even more water overnight, without you realizing it. That first glass of water helps naturally thin your blood, improves oxygen delivery to your brain, and gently reawakens your entire system. It's like opening the windows and letting fresh air in, but for your brain. So before you reach for your coffee or tea or even your morning pills, pause and drink one full glass of room temperature water. It takes less than a minute, but your brain will thank you all day long. Is this already part of your morning routine, or is it a habit you're inspired to try? Let me know in the comments. Your small change could inspire someone else watching right now. Speaking of mornings, let's talk about something many people believe is healthy, but it might be quietly undermining your brain, especially if it's on your breakfast plate. What's typically on your breakfast plate? Maybe a bowl of cereal, a slice of toast, or scrambled eggs with a bit of cheese. Sounds innocent, right? But here's the kicker. Many common breakfast foods are loaded with hidden salt, and that quiet habit could be putting your brain at risk. Salt isn't just about the shaker on your table. It's lurking in processed breads, instant oatmeal packets, store-bought breakfast bars, sausages, and even that healthy whole-grain cereal. When you combine a salty breakfast with the natural blood pressure spike that occurs every morning, the results can be dangerous, particularly for older adults. Too much sodium stiffens your blood vessels and increases pressure on the delicate capillaries in your brain. For those with existing hypertension, this morning overload can push things over the edge, potentially leading to stroke, memory issues, or even sudden dizziness and confusion. But here's the hopeful part. You can change this without sacrificing enjoyment. Instead of instant oats with sugary flavor packets, try plain oatmeal topped with fresh berries or a handful of unsalted nuts. Instead of sausage or cheese-heavy eggs, opt for boiled eggs with avocado or a slice of true whole-grain toast. Even these small swaps can reduce your sodium intake by hundreds of milligrams. Experts recommend keeping your entire breakfast under 300 to 400 milligrams of sodium. But many processed items exceed that in just one serving. And the tricky part is, many of these foods don't even taste very salty. So next time you're reading a label or preparing breakfast, take a second look. Your brain will definitely thank you. Have you ever noticed how much salt is hidden in your breakfast foods, or have you discovered any delicious low-sodium swaps? Share your ideas in the comments. Your tip might help someone else take a healthier step forward. Now, about another morning habit, that beloved cup of coffee. Many rely on it to wake up, but when consumed incorrectly, especially on an empty stomach, it could be doing more harm than good. Be honest, is coffee the very first thing you reach for in the morning? If so, you're definitely not alone. For many of us, that warm cup feels like the only way to truly kickstart the day. However, if you're over 60, there's something vital you should know. Drinking too much coffee on an empty stomach can quietly elevate your stroke risk. Here's why. When you drink coffee first thing, particularly without any food in your system, your body reacts strongly. Caffeine increases adrenaline, raises your heart rate, and causes your blood vessels to constrict. All of this means your blood pressure can spike rapidly. For seniors whose arteries might already be less flexible, that sudden surge can strain the brain's delicate blood vessels, increasing your risk for mini strokes, abnormal heart rhythms, and even long-term memory issues. This doesn't mean you have to give up coffee entirely. Not at all. The key is timing and balance. Try this instead. Drink a glass of water first to rehydrate, then have a light, brain-friendly breakfast, perhaps a boiled egg, some fruit, or a slice of whole-grain toast. After that, enjoy your coffee. Just one moderate cup, not 3 in a row, and be mindful of those creamers and sugars. They can sneak in extra inflammation your body doesn't need. Coffee isn't the enemy, but for those of us over 60, we need to be smarter than our habits. What worked when we were 40 might not serve us now. And if you find yourself needing cup after cup to combat fatigue, it might be a sign that something else, like poor sleep or chronic dehydration, needs attention. What's your relationship with coffee these days? Have you found a routine that works for you without overdoing it? Share your thoughts in the comments. Someone else might be wondering the same thing. Speaking of subtle warning signs, let's talk about one morning symptom many seniors ignore, even though it could be your brain's first quiet cry for help. Have you ever woken up feeling a little off, maybe a bit dizzy, or like your balance just isn't quite there? Perhaps an arm feels slightly weak, or your speech isn't as clear for a few minutes. It's easy to brush it off. I probably just slept wrong, or I didn't get enough rest. But please don't ignore it. Those small, quiet moments could be your brain waving a red flag. For many seniors, especially over 60, symptoms like morning dizziness, slight numbness, or a feeling of weakness can be indicators of something deeper, such as poor blood flow to the brain, a sudden change in blood pressure, or even a mini stroke, also known as a TIA, transient ischemic attack. TIAs often last just a few minutes. They come and go quickly, but they are a serious warning. They frequently occur in the early morning as your body adjusts from sleep, and they are one of the clearest signs that a major stroke could be on the horizon. If you notice these symptoms, don't wait and hope they disappear. Write them down and tell your doctor immediately. If you're unsure whether what you felt was serious, track it. There are simple tools and apps designed to help older adults log symptoms and spot patterns because, with stroke, every second truly matters. Your body is wise. When it sends you a whisper like that moment of lightheadedness or sudden fatigue, it's trying to protect you, but only if you're listening. Have you ever had one of those mornings where something just felt off, even for a few minutes? I invite you to share your experience in the comments. It might help someone else recognize the signs and take action in time. And now let's talk about something that happens in nearly every senior household, yet often gets overlooked: how we take our morning medications. Because the when and how could be just as important as the pills themselves. How confident do you feel about your morning medication routine? Do you take them at the same time every day with water? Or do you sometimes forget, take them late, or mix up the doses? If so, you're not alone. In fact, it's one of the most common and quietest risks to brain health in older adults. You see, many seniors take medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or blood thinning. These aren't just routine pills. They're your brain's daily shield against stroke. And the way you take them, the timing, the dose, and even what you drink them with can either protect you or put you at risk. Let's say you skip a dose. Maybe you were distracted or just didn't feel like taking it. Your blood pressure might spike without you knowing. Or let's say you accidentally take a double dose because you weren't sure if you already took it. That could send your pressure dangerously low or increase the risk of bleeding. Even little habits matter. Taking pills with coffee instead of water, or swallowing them without food when required, can reduce how well your body absorbs them, or lead to unexpected side effects. The good news is there are simple solutions. Use a pill organizer, morning, noon, night. Set a reminder on your phone or smart speaker. Keep your pills near something you always do, like brushing your teeth or brewing coffee. And most importantly, never change your dose without speaking to your doctor. Even if you feel fine, these medications are doing quiet, powerful work behind the scenes. Give them the best chance to do their job. Have you found a system that helps you stay on track, maybe a routine or memory trick that works well? Share it in the comments. Your tip might be the exact help someone else has been needing. And now, let's move to one last morning habit that's often ignored, even though your body is sending a very clear message. It's something we all do, or rather, delay doing, going to the bathroom. Can I ask you something a little personal? Do you ever wake up and just lie there, holding it in for a little longer? Maybe you check the weather, read a few headlines, or wait until after your morning coffee. It seems harmless, right? But for those of us over 60, this small habit, holding in urine after waking, might be doing more harm than you realize. When your bladder fills up overnight and you delay going to the bathroom, your body doesn't just wait patiently. It starts to feel stressed. And when that happens, it releases cortisol and adrenaline, hormones that raise your blood pressure and tighten your blood vessels. This early morning hormone spike, paired with a full bladder, can quietly increase your stroke risk, especially if you already have high blood pressure or cardiovascular concerns. But that's not all. Holding it in also puts a strain on your heart. A full bladder can even trigger abnormal heart rhythms in some older adults, particularly if there are underlying issues like arrhythmia or heart valve problems. That combination, raised blood pressure and irregular heartbeat, is a perfect storm that can lead to clot formation and eventually a stroke. And it's so easy to prevent. Just listen to your body. When you wake up, even if you feel a mild urge, go ahead and take care of it before checking your phone or sipping your coffee. Think of it as your first act of self-care each day. No special equipment, no complicated routines, just a quick trip to the bathroom that could help protect your brain and heart for years to come. I'd love to hear, have you ever made a habit of delaying your morning bathroom trip, or did something help you realize it was better to go right away? Leave a comment below. Your story might encourage someone else watching this to change a risky habit they didn't even know they had. Now that we've explored these 7 subtle but powerful morning habits, let's take a step back and see how they all connect, and how just a few small changes each day can help you protect your brain, your balance, and your independence for the long haul. You now know that stroke doesn't just happen out of nowhere. It often builds up slowly through the small choices we make each morning. From skipping water, rushing out of bed, ignoring dizziness, to holding in urine, these may seem minor, but over time, they quietly wear down your brain and circulation. The good news is, you don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just pick 1 or 2 habits to focus on changing this week. Take your time, listen to your body, and trust that these small steps can profoundly protect your memory, your balance, and your independence for years to come. If this video gave you even one helpful insight, please give it a like and share it with a friend who might need it too. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear which habit surprised you most, or which one you're going to work on first. And don't forget to subscribe to Health 365 for more simple, honest tips to support your brain and body every single day. Your mornings matter, and so does your health.